Now, from the station on your side, this is WAVY News 10.
Developing tonight, the aftermath of violent clashes in Charlottesville, Virginia. 3 people are dead and more than a dozen hurt. Local leaders are pushing back against a group of white nationalists.
So please, go home and never come back. Take your hatred and take your bigotry.
Now a city divided must try to come together to heal.
This is not a proud day for Charlottesville. It's not a proud day for Virginia.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Laura Queso in for Brandy Cummings. We've been staying on top of the violence out of Charlottesville after an alt-right rally ended with clashes. Since 6 tonight, we've learned 3 people connected to today's protest died. 2 state troopers died when a helicopter crashed just outside Charlottesville. That's video you're looking at on the left. On the right here is the horrific crash on Charlottesville downtown mall when a car plowed into protesters. 1 woman died there. We have team coverage for you tonight. Our Erin Kelly has new reaction from local leaders and Charlottesville's mayor. First, though, let's get to Jason Marks, who is in Charlottesville with a reaction there on the ground.
Well, things are very quiet in downtown Charlottesville tonight. You would think on a Saturday night there'd be a lot of people in the streets having a good time, but most of the bars and restaurants didn't even open up today. When you look around, all you'll see is reporters and a lot of police officers, and that police presence they're hoping will deter any violence from happening again.
But what people have described Charlottesville as is not true.
There are many people in America who never heard of Charlottesville, Virginia until now.
This isn't Charlottesville, and we want it out of here as soon as possible.
The streets left littered. The memories of today still very fresh.
It was like something out of a, end of the world movie.
Virginia Beach's Wyatt Tolkey was right in the middle of it.
We saw some people said it was like a civil war, and I thought that was kind of an exaggeration. But after seeing what I saw today, I think it's absolutely true.
Right-wing protesters upset with the possible removal of the Confederate Robert E. Lee statue met face-to-face with counter-protesters. There were fights, gas thrown, and someone drove a car into a group of anti-protesters.
We hear all these people yelling and hollering, and this car is just plowing through these people and seriously just tossing people up like it was, confetti or something.
A 32-year-old woman was killed. In all, 35 people were injured throughout the day. Charlottesville resident Andrew Shell spent his afternoon picking up trash left behind.
We don't appreciate them being here. We want our city back.
And then there's Army veteran Dana Haas from Richmond, who got here after everything was done, but wanted to make his presence known.
I love the Commonwealth and couldn't believe that something like this could have possibly taken place. And, now we're making nationwide news for, something as catastrophic as this. It's horrible.
And I did have a chance to speak with several Charlottesville residents, and their fear was what would happen once the sun went down, what would be lurking around those dark corners. Obviously, as we mentioned, large police presence down here, and they're making sure that whatever happened today does not happen again. That's the latest here in Charlottesville. Jason Marks, 10 on your side.
So the question is, how did this all start? Unrest in Charlottesville has been brewing for months now, all over the removal of a statue. It shows Confederate leader Robert E. Lee. City Council voted to remove it and rename Lee Park Emancipation Park. There was a Ku Klux Klan rally last month over the changes. Those in support of keeping the statue say city leaders are removing history. Today's clash involved a nationalist group. Their rally started around 9 this morning, but just before noon it was deemed an unlawful assembly after violence broke out. The governor declared a state of emergency, and state police say they made several arrests. Violence continued after the rally was declared unlawful. We have video, new video that is, of the moment a car hit a crowd of people. This was on Charlottesville's downtown mall, killing 1 person. And we want to warn you, it could be disturbing for some of you to watch. Charlottesville police say a 32-year-old woman died in the crash. They are working to tell her family. 19 other pedestrians were hurt, and their injuries range from minor to life-threatening.
It just went flying everywhere, the pedestrians. And I mean, it's the most horrific thing I've ever seen in my life.
There was blood all over the street. The car did not have any plates. Tinted out windows, we couldn't even see them. It seemed like it was planned.
The car took off after the crash. Its bumper that was nearly torn off, it was dragged on the road as it drove away. Police caught up with the driver, They charged 20-year-old James Fields Jr. of Ohio, there he is, with second-degree murder. As we said earlier, 2 Virginia state troopers died when a helicopter crashed just outside of Charlottesville. State police are mourning the loss of Lieutenant H.J. Cullen and Burke M.M. Bates. They say no one on the ground was hurt. The NTSB and the FAA are investigating the cause of the crash. However, state police are saying there's no indication here of foul play. Tonight, Virginia's leaders are condemning the violence in Charlottesville. Their statements have been coming into our newsroom all day long. And Governor Terry McAuliffe delivered a scathing message. Our Erin Kelly continues our team coverage with a breakdown of all of that. Erin?
Well, Laura, the governor said his message was plain and simple: go home. And some members of Virginia's congressional delegation had similar statements about what happened today. Hours after white nationalists and counter-protesters clashed on what became a deadly day for Charlottesville, Virginia Governor Terry McAuliffe said he had a message for who he called white supremacists and Nazis.
Please go home and never come back. Take your hatred and take your bigotry.
The governor, who had declared a state of emergency amid the chaos, talked to President Donald Trump earlier in the day.
And I told the president that there has got to be a movement in this country to bring people together. The hatred and rhetoric that has gone on and has intensified over the last couple months is dividing this great nation.
President Trump said he agreed with the governor that hate and division must stop.
We condemn in the strongest possible terms this egregious display of hatred, bigotry, and violence on many sides. On many sides.
On Twitter, Virginia Senator Mark Warner said Virginians rejected the hateful violence and condemned the intolerance behind it. Congressman Scott Taylor said the actions, ideology, and hate by some idiots should be condemned loudly and clearly. And Charlottesville Mayor Michael Signer denounced what he called a tide of hatred and intolerance.
It is brought here by outsiders, and it's brought here by people who belong in the trash heap of history with these ideas.
And Congressman Bobby Scott said, quote, this sort of violence and hate has no credible role in our public discourse. And as we mentioned, many Virginia leaders have been sending us their thoughts on this. We have more from them on our website. Erin Kelly, 10 on your side.